here on Shup, Gurseema's Gupshup. So beautiful ladies sitting beside me with an aura, a beautiful smile. Yes, Gurseema actually works hard to, pick and choose the best and the beautiful ladies around my town whose aura could reach you and appeal to your hearts. So here we have an educator, here we have a mentor, yes, a teacher who knows to fill the empty picture. Of course, I was also very much frightened up to know about the teachers, but yes, when I am into this profession, I really appreciate the hard work that the mentor puts to polish the aura of a student. So very warm welcome to Mrs. Amanpreet Kaur, an educator. Very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
And her smile is such a beautiful smile that I must say, ma'am, it gonna create a mesmerizing effect in my this very episode. Chale, let's start. We'll start with first segment. As everyone knows, रूबरू. आपकी कहानी, आपकी जुबानी. चलो जी कुछ थोड़े बारे हो जाए. Let's know something about your personal life, your profession. Please start.
Okay.
You are from Amritsar town
Yes,
only?
yes.
Right,
My
from this
hometown
time?
is Amritsar only.
Okay.
I did my graduation from BBK DAV College.
Okay, so one of the renowned college, like since ages, I suppose.
Yes, of course. And then post-graduation in economics and English from DAV College.
Okay.
After that, I joined DAV in 2001.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
DAV became.
Okay.
Yes, as a teacher. Then in 2006, I was sent to the feeder school DAV Chabhal as the in charge of the school.
Okay. So
And
you got the promotion in your work. You must have worked very hard for this. I agree.
Yes, and then in 2008, I got job in the government teaching department as PRT.
PRT.
Primary teacher.
Primary teacher.
Yes.
Okay. Because I got
my
all the viewers to
appointment
come
was
to know.
at Amakhurd.
Okay.
It is in Gandiman block, Tarantan.
Okay.
Very near to the border.
Very near to the
Yes.
border.
There again
So
I was.
I am interrupting in between, but right from that CBSE boards, you were switched on to, of course, the government sector. Yeah, it is again a promotion once you are chosen as a, government teacher after clearing your exams, after all the hard work that you put in. But then the point is, wasn't it a very drastic change, Mrs. Aman?
Yes, it was a drastic change. Initially I was weeping. I wept a lot that I don't want to shift from DAV to government
because
job
it is
because the infrastructure of the school
Right.
matters
And
a lot.
I suppose the subjects that
stuff.
you deal with,
Yes.
the subjects, your subjects. Subjects here, I mean your students.
Yes,
Your
lots
students
of
that you
difference.
deal.
Lots of difference. In private schools, students are very inquisitive.
They are
Right?
eager to learn.
Yes, they
or
are
their
always eager
parents
to
at
learn.
least they push them so that they
Yes,
should learn.
yes, biggest thing is ਆਪਾਂ ਸਕੂਲ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੱਸ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਬੱਚਾ ਕੋ ਚਾਰ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਲੱਭਦਾ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ 8+ ਕਰਕੇ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਮੋਰਓਵਰ ਦੇ ਆਰ ਗੋਇੰਗ ਫॉर
For the
ਪ੍ਰਾਈਵੇਟ
different
ਟਿਊਸ਼ਨਸ
tuitions and not
ਆਲਸੋ
many other extra curriculum classes.
Yes.
So the child is more polished.
Yes.
But then the stuff you were supposed to deal with, that was the totally opposite one.
Totally opposite one. I faced a lot of problems. Parents, basically, the environment of the students is not that good, right?
Exactly,
In government
I
schools,
understand,
the
because-
parents are least bothered about their studies.
Yes, because they themselves are not educated.
Yes.
My viewers know that Gurseema is linked with the education of the NGO Mission Deep. So yes, I daily, confront such things. But Mrs. Aman, I want to know when you were, wasn't it ever at a single point of time you felt ki right from DAV coming to the government sector? Of course, though it is a promotion that you have been, able to crack the exam and reach into this government sector. But then because of the, your students and the environment around, ever you felt, ki nahi yaar, galti itni ho gayi, that was the better stuff.
Initially, I do felt so, but after that, I started enjoying teaching in government schools also. Actually,
Because
by
I
the
feel
time
that students are the students.
Yes,
You need
yes,
some time to
absolutely
develop
right.
that bond with them.
Yeah, absolutely right. In government schools, students they belong to very poor families.
I agree.
So most of the students come for midday meal. Just imagine, they come to school just because ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੋਟੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ।
This is so pathetic otherwise.
You know, there was I still remember one student, he used to come just for this reason कि मैम मैनू घर लून ना रोटी मिलनी है, इत्थे सब्जी ना मिलनी है।
As I mentioned, yes, I am into the same profession because of my NGO. Yes, I agree that, but you must be feeling very pathetic that they, because education is not their goal.
Yes,
neither that is the goal of the parents.
Because parents are not at all bothered about the studies of the students. Now they simply want कि बच्चे स्कूल जा रहे हैं, they should take the midday meal or they should go for work. There were so many students who didn't used to come to school during paddy season.
Okay, because they are supposed to go for the daily wages and all that.
They were just the primary students, means up till 5th standard.
And we say that child labor is bad. We say that child labor is not there, but in reality it is existing. I mean, everything is existing. I do agree, but it's very pricking, Okay.
Yes, and there are many other problems also in those families. Fathers of the students, most of the kids used to drink a lot, I still remember, I won't name the child. He was just in 1st standard and his father used to give him some drink to have. And when I came to know about it, I felt so worried. I called her mother, and when his father came to know about it, he came to school and started fighting with me that who are you to stop my child
oh my God
taking drinks. Matlab, just a 5-6 year child is taking
and what you felt, Mrs. Aman, what you felt, what the psychology was behind that? I fail to understand. What
seriously, matlab, I don't know how the parents himself can do this to their children, That is lack of awareness.
Lack of awareness, and it's a bit psychic. I won't resist in saying it's a bit psychic opinion because once you are alcoholic, you are not in your senses. So it means you will serve the same poison to your own children also.
Right.
And at such a young age.
Even they used to send their kids to sell alcohol.
To sell alcohol. Okay, so this is something, it's very
sad.
Very sad. And yes,
pathetic.
when we talk about, we want that we are promoting ourselves, we feel it's a modern era that we have stepped into. But this is nothing being modernized,
Absolutely.
There's still the rural Punjab, Punjab has been a very healthy state.
Yeah.
But Punjab is now, it is labeled as a rustic people. Why we say rustic? Rustic is Pendu bande. But why that Pendu word is always a disgrace? It carries a disgrace. Sort of a very pricking as a silky thing, but it carries a disgrace.
Right.
So you confront with these things, it's a day-to-day routine.
I worked in Gandhivan block for almost 10 years.
Okay.
I went for teaching just for 6 months, and after that I was chosen as BMT, that is Block Master Trainer.
Okay.
I used to conduct seminars of the teachers.
Okay, so that was your main purpose, that was your duty, that to conduct the seminars.
We used to go to Chandigarh.
The tutors and the mentors aware with the more better
the
skills.
latest techniques of teaching. Government is taking so many steps.
So you agree that our government is actually working?
Free education and free books, scholarships are there, free meals, everything is free. Sometimes I feel ki so much of free is also
but then still,
free things.
Is that the attendance is regular?
No. Attendance is not regular.
But then why?
During the season,
okay, one is because of the labor. You feel ki because of the labor, yes, they go. But then otherwise,
sometimes there are fairs, मेले आम सुनने को मिलता है मैम आज आ मिला वो सारे बच्चे घूम चुके हैं
मतलब they are least bothered. It's I still remember when I was supposed to take a single leave. I don't think so that up till 10th I have been successful enough to take a leave without any rhyme and reason. It never happened, So many things we need to explain to our parents, before even uttering the word, how dare we ask that we need a leave. Unless there is a valid reason behind it. But it's so common.
But there are some students who are very eager to learn also.
There is a spark in them.
There is a spark in them.
I was about to ask.
हाँ.
कि ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता कि like you get the intelligent students over there.
No, they are very intelligent also.
So they must be coming from the same background
Yes,
and
same
same
background.
atmosphere
Yes, same
and facing the
background.
same, all the quality environment that they are into. That is what the sort of the the daily struggle they must be facing
Yes,
the
but
same.
they want to learn.
So
They want
it
to
means we
improve
can't
the
say.
standard of living.
So it means that we can't say that कि नहीं government school में you won't get the gems. Gems are there.
Gems are there. And moreover, earlier the main difference in government and private schools was that students in private schools were very good in spoken skills. है ना?
Yes.
And when we think about government school, we used to say बच्चे तो पंजाबी बोलते हैं.
Right,
They don't know how
right,
to speak
right.
English, but now there are EBC clubs in
Okay.
government schools in
Okay.
which spoken English is the main concern.
Okay.
हाँ.
And is it that
You
the children are eager to learn?
Yes,
this
very
spoken
eager.
English?
They know
They must be
English
having
is
that
the need
sharp-
of the hour. Earlier, they were having so much phobia of English. They used to speak very hesitatingly.
Okay.
And there was no confidence. But
But now at least they got to know that is their
yes,
own cup
there's
of tea.
so
They
many
can
students.
avail. That's a positive thing. I feel
Yes,
at least
yes.
our government has been successful at least in with this awareness. Yes, that English is an international language, and of course we need to
Yes.
have those skills if we
Okay.
want to improve our society, our country. So that's really nice. And I'm very interested to know any of these students, whose face or whose story or anything that you can easily could click you कि हाँ this was the point Gurseema where that this thing happened. ऐसा कुछ experience? As you already mentioned about one example that about the child, any positive side of the student that you have, as you mentioned कि that father used to give the alcohol. I agree. कि this was
right.
this is the because the father is illiterate. Illiteracy has been there from since ages. It's like one generation to another generation they have been into this. But any positive side that you find?
Yes,
Anything
there,
that you
there
could
are
easily-
students. There was this girl, Simran was her
Okay.
name, and she was an orphan child.
Okay.
Right, she used to stay with her chachu, with
Okay.
her uncle, and at her home she was not treated well.
Okay.
But she really wanted to study.
Okay.
So she used to come to school, used to cry, used to tell me her problems. Then I supported her.
And
I told
was
her
about
that
to
you
say,
can.
sorry I'm interrupting, but because I am myself into the same field, but I feel it's Mrs. Aman, it's your own keen interest, your own inclination towards your students. That is the only reason that it creates a path that any such student
But
can
the
come
student
and.
was also very good, na?
I agree,
Ah.
but only that goodness, could come to that level that anyone could catch it, because when you create a path that it could reach you.
Yes.
So yes, please pursue the story.
Then I supported her. I told her to go to Khalsa school in Sabhal. It is there.
Okay, right.
I paid her fee.
Okay, that sounds
Yes,
nice.
yes. And a few days back, I got a call from her, कि, ma'am, I wanted to go for IELTS. I said,
Okay.
you must go. And she used to top every year.
Every
And
year she
whenever
used to top.
the result used to come, she used to give me a call, कि, ma'am, I have scored this much of percentage.
sweet.
And she had a lovely hand also. She used to draw very beautifully. And I am
Wow.
having so many cards by her, even on Teachers' Day. She always used to send me
So
cards.
it means that it's not that the government schools won't, able to come up with these stars. The stars are there. We just need to polish their shine.
Yes,
The
yes,
stars are
yes,
there.
Yes. In 2018, then I got promotion
Okay.
as English mistress.
Okay.
Then I came here to Government High School, Shup. Now I am dealing with.
Okay. So that was
Higher
that
students.
was your hard work, your keen interest. So that you were promoted as an English mistress. And then again English, because you deal with the people where of course English means it's a foreign language for them. So how far you felt ki it is feasible, on the ground level, that you can actually make them learn this communication skills as far as the English is concerned?
literally difficult to inculcate these
Inculcate
skills
these skills
in
because
the students, because their memory is short, they forget.
that is the
Ratta
point.
on the other
Because
tab.
because this is something of my own interest. Because if I have been delivering these lectures in my own NGO, I feel I have been delivering this, then what I've said, they're blank. But why? I suppose they never, they were never practiced to listen to
Yes,
the
yes,
teachers.
this is the main reason. It was English in my school today, and
Okay.
matlab for the last 1 week, I was putting so much efforts with the students that
Okay.
they must perform good.
So
Well,
how
today,
it went today? You were
it
coming,
was
I
good,
could
but
see
still
she just
some.
hustled. She hustled so hard work with hard work, because I called her and she said, I am on my way. I'm coming directly because yes, I was having certain events. So that was the event you were talking about.
Yes, yes, some performed really well, but some.
Some felt it was a blackout stuff.
But we were happy that at least they are trying.
They are trying. They are
Yes.
trying. So, Mrs. Aman, this was your professional world that you are actually soaring high with the beautiful colors. Let's switch on to your personal life, your family life. Let's first of all know about your parents, your own parents. Then we'll come to your in-laws equally. But first, let's we'll listen. We would love to listen about your parents.
Okay, my father is a retired ex-Yan.
Okay.
And I have a single brother.
Okay.
He is senior manager in HDFC.
That's nice.
And my husband is in the business of construction.
Okay.
And we are Jat, so agriculture is in our blood.
Yeah, yes, we are Jat, so agriculture is in blood.
Yes.
That's a nice rhyming sugar maker, right? Right.
And I am having a single daughter.
You're having a single daughter.
Yes,
may I
blessed
know,
to have her.
What's a good name?
She is Gurnaz. Her name is Gurnaz. Yes.
Gurnaz.
Yes.
Beautiful name, Gurnaz. Khushiyon ka agaz. That's beautiful. And what exactly Gurnaz is doing?
She is pursuing in law.
She's pursuing
yes, at
law.
Punjab University,
Punjab
Chandigarh.
University, Chandigarh.
Yes.
So she's been here in Amritsar throughout her studies.
Yes,
prior
till
to
plus
this.
2 she was in Millennium. After that she went to
And
Punjab
now
University.
you don't feel any void because she's been right from her being a
Yes.
single child.
You know,
It's the entire focus upon
yes,
her.
entire focus was on her. And initially I felt very lonely also, but now I am happy because she is happy.
You are acquainted.
Yes.
And wasn't that once she went from this very closed environment, because being a single child, focus and the parents have been always around.
Yes.
So initially she must also have felt
I thought it will be difficult for her to manage, but
she
to
could
my
manage it.
surprise,
She
she
could.
has become very wise.
Very nice. So it's only because mothers don't leave their
Yes,
children.
yes.
That's the only
Now
reason I don't
I
leave
agree
the
this.
children. She agreed. Finally,
Yes,
she
yes.
agreed. So
Matlab,
this is
when
the cracks
kids
which I
go
can
away
easily-
from you, they become more responsible.
They become more
Yes,
responsible.
Yes. Haan.
So Gurnaz have been there, right? She has been there right from her childhood, and it's now for the degree course she's been out. So now, is it that the evenings are bit you feel it is bit empty, or you find
Yes,
enough of the
yes.
work is there?
I feel lonely, no doubt, but I try to make myself busy in other things.
Okay. And let's know something about your husband.
Yes.
Your
my
better half.
Yes, my husband's name is Ranveer Singh, and I can say I'm blessed to have him.
What is the best
Because-
quality of your husband that actually melts your heart?
He never stops me from anything.
This is the
Never,
best thing.
never.
It
I
means
do
you feel
whatever
like he's
I feel
woman
like.
of the earth.
Haan.
Because
He has never interfered in anything. He even doesn't know how much salary I am earning. He never asked
he's
me.
having the golden
even,
heart. It means he's having the golden heart
Yes.
because he never tried to coin the how many zeros coming after
Yes,
the main digits.
Never.
Even he must be not aware of the main digits, but that's
Even
been
my in-laws
so
are very supportive. They are very nice. My father-in-law, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law. Well, it means I can say I'm a blessed soul
You
because
are the-
all the relations around me are really, God has.
So God has created a nice family
my,
around you,
my
nice network.
cousins, My friends all love me so much, and
And
I'm
with-
really thankful to God for giving me such loving and precious relationships.
That's
Because
really nice.
these are the relationships which add
Exactly.
color to your life.
And honestly, to be very honest, we were talking about the husband. So, लड़ाई होती कभी कभी.
Yes.
Any तारीफ दे पुल बनने तो बाद I thought, you know why I asked this question? Because मुझे लगा यार, though you know Gurseema is single, but then I felt
It is but obvious when
it is obvious,
two people
लड़ाई होती तो obvious है
It is-
कि
it
अगर
is
नहीं हो रही,
different.
अगर मतलब प्रिया भी नहीं है कि प्यार नहीं है
बिल्कुल.
वरना which you know she wants to say that. So it's something obvious.
I'm wrong, he's right.
Okay. So now,
But I fight.
But you fight.
Yes.
Though she's wrong and he's right, but still she has got the
It
right.
is my
to
right.
fight.
It is my right.
It is right. It is
Yes.
her right. Perfect. And who's the better cook?
My husband.
Husband is the better cook, but still she fights.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't fight much.
So okay. So it's right that you are always right. You are the Mrs. Right, and
Yes.
he always accepts.
Wife
it.
is always right.
Wife is always right.
And she
you
has the
know-
right to fight.
And she has the right to fight, as I mentioned.
So I fight.
So you fight, and he bears.
Yes, he bears.
And he
And
bears
he
with a
bears
smiling
smilingly.
face. Smilingly, he bears
Yes.
smilingly. That's
Blessed to have him. Seriously,
Blessed to
blessed to have
have
him.
him.
Yes.
Okay. So this was, if I ask Mrs. any there is any hidden ambition is there in your heart, that what exactly when you think about Aman's life, what would be that the peak thing that you would think about? Anything? Yeah, if you haven't.
I wanted to go for administration. I wanted to crack PCS or IAS. Right, but
But still,
I
you're
used
doing,
to, yeah,
you're
yeah.
doing quite well.
You're right. I am doing quite well. You asked me something hidden which you
So that
wanted
was
to,
the- that was
and
the
when
hidden
it
wish.
was the time to go for it, I was busy in Gidda.
Gidda, oh yes, I got a machine. You have been the captain of all your team. She's been.
I was declared as best dancer continuously for 5 years in the University Youth Festival.
Wow, that's
I was
amazing.
not the captain, but I was in the team, and every year I used to declare as
The
best
best
dancer.
one in that Gidda. So again it is a फिर एक बोली हो जाए. हाँ जी हो जाए होते बांधी है मेरे को स्पेस नहीं है नहीं अदरवाइज मेरे आइडिया नहीं सी तो अदरवाइज आई वुड have created an order that वो बोली पा लेते थे we could I'll see if we can manage it but let's first of all come on.
जुत्ती तिल्ले वाली पाके सोनी पगड़ी सजा के जुत्ती तिल्ले वाली पाके सोनी पगड़ी सजा के का तो खड़दा मोड़ते बन ठन के तैनू पटना होए तैनू पटना मैं मुंडिया पटोला बन के तैनू पटना.
That's amazing. मैंने तो ताली नहीं मारनी आ रही थी. I was trying to मैं clap कर रहा but I was feeling कि अगर मेरी clap loud हो गई ना तो it gonna spoil the rhythm. But it was you've got such a good voice in it. A commanding voice in Gidda. So this was it was your passion also.
Yes, yes.
And it became your personality trait also. That's
I love dancing.
love dancing.
Even at this age, I love dancing.
At this age, no one can judge your age, ma'am. So you please don't worry about this. You are smart enough and young enough that you can rock. You are rocking this show, and I've been so happy. I've got such a beautiful lady today. Okay, Mrs. Aman, as we talked about that, your daughter is into on a journey to pursue a new world with a new profession. Being a teacher, why you feel everyone is running abroad?
Yes, everyone is running abroad, but I never want to send my daughter.
That's because the family ties you would not like to. But if you talk about how far the success or how far the promotion of the child or the promotion of the student is, do you find that yes, overseas are the better option for the parents?
Yes, it is
Even you
better
agree to it?
option. Yes, I agree to some extent because here
Because you, my question was actually because
employment opportunities are very
That
less.
is the only
मतलब
reason.
we are having so educated students, but they are not getting the jobs of
they're
their
not
level.
getting
of
the
their
right
level.
jobs
Yes.
and the right time.
Yes.
So then, And you even feel that it will also affect that we won't able to produce the right mentors because the best stuff
Yeah,
will
best
be
stuff is going
going
abroad.
going
Absolutely
abroad.
right. Yes.
So how far our system will get the good tutors? How far our system gonna get the good surgeons and
Yes.
good
We are going to
officers
suffer in the coming times.
the
No doubt
incoming
about
times.
that. Yes.
And because the strata you deal in, because here though it's very quite right that everyone is running after going abroad overseas, but you deal with the the strata that is a very average strata.
Average,
So
yeah.
is that the same air
Yes.
that is blowing over there?
Yes, there are some students who want to go abroad. No
So
doubt.
either
Yes,
hook
there
or
are.
by either hook or by crook,
Yes,
they
yes,
want kids
yes,
like there is
yes.
no future here.
Yes, there are some students.
So it's like you feel that it hardly matters ki whether this child is from the private sector or very good good school. All the schools are of course good,
Yes.
but then it's like the sort of the strata we are dealing with, and the sort of the strata the government schools are dealing into. So it means that still you find ki
Actually,
everyone is
yes,
it's the
everyone-
rat race that is going on.
Yes, everyone wants to improve his standard of living, है ना? And what most of the students think is that if they go abroad, they will
They will
settle
coin
very well.
more money. They will coin
they
more
will
money.
earn money, yes. And
So
by
that is
staying
the-
here, they won't be able
They
to.
won't be able to.
Yes.
I got to know that even the smart classes have been introduced in the government
Yes,
sectors also.
yes, we are having full infrastructure now in our government
that's
schools.
amazing.
Yes,
So you
government
have
is
got the
providing
smart class
so many things.
and you find
every
it
year.
gonna it gonna help the
Yes,
education of the children in coming
of course,
times.
yes, of course.
So they must be enjoying because the visual aid is always, I suppose,
Yes,
grasping power is
students are
increased.
enjoying in smart classes. Definitely they are going to.
And is that you feel that yes, being a mentor, you will able to inculcate the education in a better way through all the techniques that the
Yes,
latest
these
techniques.
techniques are very helpful.
And is it that we are quite late to adopt it?
But I feel it's never late.
It's never too late. It's never too late. So it's that it's rightly said, better late than never. So that is the
absolutely
point.
right.
Okay. Now, Mrs. Aman, you are a very with a jovial nature, so you must be having a good number of friends.
Yes, I am having.
I can have a few names. Please.
Yes, there is Navdeep.
Okay.
Two are elder to me, Sukhi Didi and
Okay.
Madhudi. They were my gym friends, and Meenu ma'am. She's my best friend since I joined DAV.
Okay, so right from your
Yes,
career,
and
starting of
all
the
are
career.
too good. All of them love me like sister, like
So it means
sister.
yes, because I could easily get. She's an extrovert. She's an extrovert. So yes, you have that nature that you spread the smiles, you spread the happiness, you grasp the positive powers, and you share the positive powers. That's how Mrs. Amanpreet is. That's wonderful to have you. Even today, my studio is glittering. She has
Thank you so much.
She has set the aura here also. I could feel that, and you can see that today. Actually, I'm smiling. My smile is a bit special, and it's better than the other episodes. So that's really sweet of you, Mrs. Aman. We're gonna wind up because the time is there. The clock is running. Before this, any one message that you would like to share to the audience of the Cup Shop, please.
I simply want to say, believe in yourself.
That's so
Never
important.
compare yourself to others.
This is the biggest thing.
Try
we are
to improve
comparing.
yourself only, and
Okay.
don't stop finding negative things in others. है ना?
Don't stop finding or stop finding.
Stop finding.
Stop finding. Okay.
बिल्कुल. See positive things only.
Because I feel when we perceive the positive things, that automatically we try to
you will be
react
happy.
positive.
You
we'll
will be happy.
better
No one
human
is
beings.
perfect. No one is
No
perfect.
one is Mr. Perfect or Miss Perfect.
Yes.
But then, yes, that's how
Try
we
to
can make
accept others as they are. Then you will be
So
going to have
beautifully she
a
has
beautiful
said
life.
That's the only reason of her, her that curve of the smile. Why it is glittering more? Because she's a human being in the same way that she has, the traits that
Love
she has
everyone.
expressed. It was wonderful to have you, Mrs.
Thank
Aman.
you. Thank you
so
so much.
Thank you, viewers, for watching this episode of Dop Shop. And I hope you will like it. Please share and subscribe the channel, those who have not done, so that you can get the latest updates. We'll catch you soon next week with another female and a story, her journey to be shared here at the set of Gurseema's Cup Shop. Thank you.